Hello, this is episode 88 of my Krastorio 2 playthrough. So we gave ourselves a few tasks last time. Really quick, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to see what, how this works. But, so this always gives back an empty fuel cell? Is what I'm reading. And if so, then that means, I mean, if I'm reading it right, that this machine is not going to be taking LDS and rare metals. If we do have a real, like, a complete cycle where the used fuel cells will always come back here. And they should, I assume they are all in Roboport range. I'm pretty sure they are. I set them up that way intentionally. Guess they could have been purple chest instead of red. I'm not sure if that actually has like a meaningful difference when it comes to something like this, where I'm just requesting all of those. Alright, so 26 lithium plants. Do I need to do... nope, I think last time I set up the lithium chloride, no, I didn't set up the lithium chloride. I put the machine in, but I didn't actually get it set up. So what I'm thinking, do I have a blue underground on me? Yes. How far will it go? That should be far enough. Alright, let's see. What? Why am I doing this this loop around thing? What is going on here? I didn't control X, did I? Control C. Just to make sure. And flip horizontal. I think I'm going to say we go all on one belt like that. That will line up. Right here, the edge of that. Yes, that'll do just fine. Yummy rocket fuel. I don't need all of this. Where's this going? Is it... It's just going to the yellow tech and nowhere. Well, I guess I'm putting it in here. Or no, I want never mind. I guess these are not really cooking out much. Yeah. Alright. So now we can expand upward if we need to. But I would prefer, I think... I mean, I guess we could. I genuinely do not remember why I was doing this this loop around thing. Let's keep going straight up. So I need 13 electrolysis plants. I'll hold on to 20 just because. What is a normal thing that I can copy? There we go. This is pretty normal. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3. Oh. This is silly. Three, 4. This is kind of silly. I think shift right click should be deconstruct. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, 11, 12. $13. That works. There we go. Hope I did not ruin anything else. It's hard to tell with all these dead trees here. So this is doing 5 per second. 5-ish per second. Oh, that's right. Wasn't I going to speed module these, I think? $10 per second. $6.24. Yeah, so we need speed. They are all in the network. Cool. They didn't even need to be in the logistic network, just the construction. But we did it anyway, I guess. Can I just fit this in here? I feel like I probably can. And that way, if for some reason I don't anticipate needing to scale blues, but like in the weird nonsense bizarre world where that needs to happen, can, I guess. So we're gonna want hydrogen chloride out here. And mineral water up here. Why don't I just go down there? This is doing 11 per second. Yellow belt. Oh, it's one lane. Well, if I do 2 inserters going out, one near and one far, then it should be just fine for yellow belt, as far as I can tell. So, the yellow beltoning. This is a little not correct. There we go. Okay. What is this? Does that happen again? I don't think it does. This needs to connect. There we go. Help! There we are. And lastly, should be just plugging this machine in. Well, let's switch this around. And we'll rip this up. And not quite. We need to come down a little further. This is a little silly. But it does work. Alright, so we do one on the far side of the belt and one on the near side of the belt. Cool. Now I am seeing stuff on both the near and the far side, but I guess I want to check far, near, far. Yep. That's going to be the same all the way up. Except for maybe the last one? Can we get the stuff all the way up? Yes, indeed we can. Cool. So I guess we just keep an eye on this. You can't get it out fast enough. Could do bulk, I guess. Bulk inserters. Might as well have a little bit of fun. There we are. Lithium is now good. Awesome. Let's take a little break from the DT cells and look at antimatter cells. I'm assuming kind of like the DT fuel cells. Once we have our little stockpile of these, we can just focus on charging them, and we'll probably not need to make any more, is what I'm assuming. I would assume that. Now, the other thing to think about is how we make matter. We were doing uranium before, but we need uranium. Now that said, we are going to be cranking up the, what is it, 235 production? Since we need more tritium. This is going to get torn up. We slap this in here, and I think what we'll probably end up doing is making a second belt, I want to say. Still kind of envisioning it. It does fit nicely in between here. Doesn't matter about these belts. We can just get them out of the way. I don't want to start making the science again, though. So what if... Am I gonna regret it? Whatever. It's just a couple cards. Give me some undergrounds. Oh wait, can I make them? I can. Am I making them? No, I'm making belts. Okay. Give me 2 of these. And 2 more. Okay, so now I don't have to think about that. One, 2, 3. And... I can put this one wherever I want. Yes. Where are you going? Oh, you need lithium. I see. But we're not going to have to do this. I think maybe what we'll do... is I'm going to make this red. For no reason. Two, 3. Let's try that and we'll see what happens. Might as well put efficiency in here. Nothing else going on. The thing is, about the empty cells, is that I would assume I only have to charge them as fast as I am using them. Yeah? And I'm pretty sure I already calculated this. 8 will do 90 something? 96, yeah. That should hopefully be okay. Now, I guess the slight questioning I have is that I do still need a little bit of power to actually run to run my factory, and babysit the laser artillery. It's a decent little chunk. Oh. They're just outside. All seems quiet, though. The more I look at this, the more I feel like I'm going to end up putting my antimatter reactor out here. Just run a matter pipe up through here and put my my recharging station up here with the reactor is what I am considering. Would be somewhere like there. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's fix this. We've got the heavy water in here. We need to run the empty cell belts down. Ugh, this is we can still, I think we can still salvage this. Like that. So I don't have to move all of that. Well, I guess I could also... I could loader it into another chest. But it doesn't do more than a couple per second, I think, so... yeah. That should be fine. A little ugly, but fine. Okay, so I really need to just rip this up and get on with it. So... you are gone. You are gone. You are gone. And that means you can be gone. What do I have? What can I get rid of? DT fuel cell. Uranium-235. Where am I going? You are over here. Ah, tritium. Right there. Okay, so... no, this isn't gonna work, I don't think. Now that I think better of it. So what we'll do, let's, it's pretty quick and painless. And we can just do that for whatever reason. Okay. What is this belt for? It's rare metals. Oh, tritium takes rare metals. I forgore. We need you out of here. I need another centrifuge. Yes. Cool. That fast inserter seems to keep up with everything. Now how do we get you to 35? This is probably the easiest way that I can think of. So we request... Maybe this is a little weird. Oh, I don't really want it on the... I don't want it taking a full belt, do I? You don't need all that much. How do I want to do this? Yeah, that's okay. I will do that. And you're requesting the 235. Let's say, I don't know, 50? Maybe? Right. You gotta get lithium somehow. You are annoying. What will break? Ugh. Lots of things, I guess. That's a better place for you. $30. Sheesh. 30 lithium. Alright, I think that takes care of the new DT fuel cells, except for the uranium. I'm going to want to cook up some more centrifuges. Really, I don't want to handcraft red circuits. Really? Oh my goodness. Just need to keep more red circuits on me. I guess 2 stacks. That's a little better. Alright, we are almost done filling up this chest with antimatter cells. Let's look at uranium. 20 plus per minute. Let me look at the numbers again, because I have forgotten. Yep, 20 per minute. I could pretty easily put speed modules in these. Oops. So I have got 6 as of right now. And that does 12? So, 6 more, I would hope, would do the trick. I see, we have these beacons in here. I could probably take this out. And check. Yep. That's 12. I just need the speed 3s in there. And we're good. So, unfortunately, I think I have to move this. No, I don't. What I do is I loader, and I loader. Is that gonna... I hope that doesn't bypass the, let's see. It does not. Good. So the loader will not overfill. That's nice to know. There's one. I think this works. We'll do this to be safe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh! 6. That means we need you to go up and back down. The stone belt can keep running down, but you are gonna run up and around. As far as I can tell, that should be okay. But now we need a bit of an infusion. You take 30, 3, 6, 9. So grabbing one stack should do the trick. What was there something in this slot? I forget now. Right, they overfill, don't they? So, I need a little bit more. Well, actually, I just grab it and put it straight into here. We are going to want more over here, aren't we? I think I looked at this wrong. Another stack. Okay. I would hope that this is good. It would be nice if I could see chests where I'm requesting logistics, perhaps? 235. I can see where I have it, but not where I'm using it. I don't think I'm using it in all that much. Not doing artillery. The enrichment, yes. Tritium and fuel cells, which my spiders, I believe, are inactive right now. So I think sometimes, only sometimes I think, I assume this should be okay. Consumes 72,238 per minute. Yes. That's it. Are we giving it 1900? Yeah, yeah, we are. Actually, I'm not sure. Is the red belt enough? Just barely not. Upgrading to a blue belt for the sake of 1 point something items per second. Gimme blue belt. I'm not exactly sure how much that is. Actually, well, I guess I'll go take care of it myself. I don't have blue underground, do I? I do not. Alright. Let's see here. You can be here. So we save 2 blue belts. Alright. I don't get stuck. Hang on. Yep, just this one can go all the way. Oh, that can go very far. There we go. And we need a blue splitter. Where, splitter? There you are. Right here. I think maybe it's not actually no. I actually didn't need that many, did I? No, I didn't. Oh well. There we go. Now you're getting a full blue belt. There we go. That's it. Here they go again. I guess it would be smarter for me to just move this out slightly and move this out slightly for better coverage. But I do like knowing that this cloud is entirely inside this bubble here. Hang on. We can turn this iron ore into matter. Missing AI cores. And steel pipe. I might as well... I am making it, right? Am I making steel pipe? Might as well hold on to a little bit. And we could keep AI cores requested. Maybe... I don't know. 100? And just like that. Matter plant. And unfortunately, just have to do something weird like this. Actually, this would be fine. We are full. Something that I don't really understand about pipe is why there are no, why there's no, like, rate or throughput, like, value that you can see. Like, you can see, for the pump, it pumps 1200 per second. But the pipe doesn't seem to have anything like that visible, as far as I can see. Well, that's a funny little way to get rid of this stuff. Okay, so well, the thing is, we are not backed up on this stuff just yet. But we do kind of technically have it. There we go. Easier to read. Let's look into charging the antimatter cells. There we are. We're full. So, I guess we'll see what happens when I do that. And we just operate with these cells. Okay. So, a matter associator is how we charge them. That is you. So, if we are won't really be that fun to transport all of these. While I'm here, let me go ahead and take a look. Charged antimatter fuel cell. Thousand matter every 5 seconds. And each cell does 300 gigajoules. Or something like that. I can't really, guess I can't quite assume that. You. I didn't get a proper look at you. You have nothing. You just have a slot for fuel and that's all. Put the stuff in, and you're good to go. So, ideally, I have this charger right next to the antimatter reactor, or reactors. We're gonna have to do a little bit of, well, I guess like we did with this out here. Because I don't want to... Hang on. I know something that has a pretty sizable cargo area. Don't know where it is. Oh, it's down here. Oh, Spider, I have a new and exciting job for you. You're gonna help me carry stuff. Very slowly and meticulously. I suppose I could just make room in my inventory. End of sentence. That's it. I didn't have anything else to say. Alright. Okay. Trying to think anything else that I might need. Well, I will need to, Am I going to want... I'm not sure I will want steel pipe. Probably not. I feel like I might be able to get away. I mean, again, I have no idea. I'm just spitballing, but I feel like I may be able to get away with just regular pipe. You are slightly more sluggish now. But you are carrying my stuff. And for that, I thank you. Alright. So... from here, we continue upward. Ah. I'm glad it happened nearby the to where we have power. So we'll get a little bit more it's 1,000 matter every 5 seconds, yeah? So if the pump does 1,200. Yeah, that should be okay. As far as I can assume. Yeah, you're gonna... Oh, right. we started automating pumps. I forgot about that. All right. Now, at some point, we are gonna need to turn. Can we get one more? Almost. Could just landfill. That would be a little awkward for the spider. And one more. Oh! Another one. I do have power around here. Is that gonna... Yeah, it should be okay. If I grab this and pump. Huh? Why? Huh? Oh. Yeah. I see. Oh. It's before. Yeah? Did I not make it? Oh, I never picked it up. There we go. I don't want a tree! There we go. And onward. Right around here. Sure. Once we get a look at how the pollution spreads, we could always bring some trees up here. Closest power is out here. All right. So, the matter associator. We plug it right in. Slap down a substation. Charging fuel cells. So we have, oh! We're not going to do this with requester chests. Instead, well, first let's assume we do one. Let's just assume. We can slap down this initial again. Are we gonna need all this much? I don't know. But I have it. I guess we'll find out. So, let's see what happens. That happens. While I'm up here, I am going to... Oh, that's right. I need to... Unload the depleted cells. This way I would assume we would never be full. Of course. Just had to be that way. Now I have no idea how much matter we are even making right now. Or if it matters. We can just coast by on what we've got saved up. I don't know. We do have kind of a lot saved up. We're making like a quarter. If we actively need matter cells charging constantly, then we don't have enough. But looking at this now, I should have done this before. Let's head back down. I wanted to unplug a few of the fusion reactors. So that I can be sure I'm only using 8 of them. I don't want to send fuel cells to reactors that I'm not going to be using. You know, now that my Spidertrons aren't being used for attacking or defending, why don't I just do that? At least while I'm piloting them and doing my various tasks. Okay, so I walked right past it, but the first one that I want to disable is this one up here. It's just very, very far away. I don't really think you need 20, but anyway. Could I get, no. Just that I'm not holding these bots hostage here. Alright, so there's one down. Do I have to take out the whole thing? I don't know. Okay, so there is one. How many do we have all together? So we have left, we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 and we want to keep 8. Just these up here then. And we'll unplug everything down here. I think that's all. Yep. All right. Unless I'm missing something, it looks like we'll be getting in the next test run for the intergalactic transceiver. Alright, so pulling this apart. These aren't connected to anything? They are, kind of. There we go. Next is these. All right, turbines are out. There we are. So we should now... 7. Did I, like, count entirely wrong? Is 1 not running? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Ah! You! I unplugged you a while ago. But did not plug you back in. So, you. It's your lucky day. You get to come back. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway. There we go. I guess maybe I would have wanted to keep these just because they're a little closer to the DT fuel cell production location. But it was just easier to math out. Alright. 8 fusion reactors. 1 antimatter reactor. 17 gigawatts. I don't know. I think that's probably not going to work. But we'll give it a good old try just to see what happens. Here we go. No. Yep. So let's slap down a second antimatter reactor. And pray that it works. Guess if it doesn't, we could always just go for a third. I haven't actually watched this thing like consume fuel cells. It seems to do it pretty slowly. I guess unless we are actually using it to charge. I guess next time we plug in the transceiver, I should take a look at this and see what it does. Alright. I like the noise. It's very, very cool. Alright. Another one. Sounds like cello. Like a warped, distorted sort of cello. Holding out the D. Not sure if we'll be wanting to... Like I said, I'm gonna... Now, okay, we've got the two of them now. I want to see how fast they are consuming that fuel. Alright, well, here we go again. There we go. It's not eating them very fast. This thing has plenty of time to charge up new ones. So really, if we had to, if something goes terribly wrong, I suppose we could slap down a third antimatter reactor. I am glad I started stockpiling matter a bit earlier. Does seem to be holding out okay. Laser artillery turret, just kind of barely making a dent. I don't want to get my hopes up too early, but this is still full. Doesn't seem like we're eating more of these than we can make, which is a relief. That's the wrong thing. And we're now backed up on 235. We have as much as we need. Just barely making a dent in this. Because we don't need to charge the cells all that fast. Or often, I should say. Now this is interesting. Well, I guess it's not really. We're missing 17. Yeah, there we go. So never mind, it's not all that interesting, actually. This is great. This is so easy. This is, I could have been doing this way earlier. I didn't need to make this many cells. As far as I can tell, everything's going pretty well. Now I hate to jinx it, but what if I were to... I'm gonna save. Just in case this is somehow the straw that breaks the camel's back. What if I were to make another one? Perhaps? Oh my goodness gracious, don't do that. No, we're done with that. We don't need to do that anymore. Oh, right. I'm stockpiling them over here. It's getting there. All right. Actually, let me go ahead and save right here. So, in case there is a law that causes you to immediately explode if you place a third antimatter reactor, then I can just reload from back where I was. And not have to worry about making the trek back down. I am very, very relieved to not be hearing the alarm. I guess the antimatter reactor was just the answer. The answer to all of my problems ever. I guess one thing I have learned this playthrough is to not underestimate power. I can kind of skate by on solar for a while. But as soon as I get the ability to fusion, just go for it. Alright, I'm gonna want to move you a little bit. Yeah, it'll... No, you're moving. You're getting a long hand. There we go. Three antimatter reactors. Very cool. Trying to imagine what I could possibly, in a normal factory, need 9 gigawatts for. But I guess it's cool now that I know it's there. It's just like the end game power. It does seem pretty set it and forget it. Not really consuming all that much matter. Just because these last for so long. Well, back we go. This could be the end, folks. This could very well be the end. You are all done. You are all done, and we know. They will not be coming back on. It's going. We are on our way. Very slowly. I guess it would be nice if they had like an ETA of sorts. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It was like 16 seconds for 1%. And that's about 16 minutes. Which is not really long enough for another episode. So, I guess I'll go over what I learned. What I learned in school today over the last, oh my gosh, has it been June, July, August? Just about 3 full months. Playing once a day. I don't know, sometimes twice a day. At the very beginning of the series, I recorded 2 episodes per day. And took 1 day in between, and then eventually it got to a point where once I started releasing the longer episodes, it got to a point where I was like, oh, I kind of want to play it a little bit every day. So I started changed the schedule a little bit. And we got to what we have today. I know it's only been a couple of episodes where it felt like it kind of just slowly started creeping up and up over time, the episode length. It started off only half an hour, 30 minutes per episode. And eventually got to the point where it was like, well, you start taking on like the bigger projects, like just a couple episodes ago, setting up that second uranium mine. Like, it would have taken up one whole episode basically, just to do that one thing. So the further you get into the game, the more time you're spending on like the later projects, and the more you just kind of want to keep going, keep playing while you're focused on what you're doing. Something else that I am going to remember, definitely for the future, is to rush the Spidertron. Rush the Spidertron. They are pretty much just as helpful as I anticipated they would be, as far as being able to send them out to do stuff. So get explosive rockets and get Spidertrons as soon as they're within reach. They were very, very helpful, and basically eliminated my need for the tanks at all. I basically didn't use the tanks. Well, I used the one tank as a stopper for my stone train. That was purely accidental though, and it didn't last very long. And I did also use the Spidertron to help me build. In the when I set up the second uranium mine, just laying down the pipes. That was handy, just so I didn't have to. I mean, I guess another thing I could have done is just put more exoskeletons in me. Because I know I've got the one level 3 exoskeleton, but there was room for more. I could have put more in there, and then it wouldn't have been as much of a pain running back and forth doing stuff. But as far as just kind of sending them out on their own little expeditions to take care of biter nests, the Spidertrons are... I really, really appreciated them. For my particular play style. My particular don't like to go out and hunt for biters play style. So I guess that's something I'll be doing from this point forward. This is really my first time making Spidertrons, wasn't it? I've done a couple of vanilla playthroughs, and one Space Age playthrough, in which I went to Gleba last. Well, last of the first 3 planets. And at that point, I was using artillery for everything. But I guess if I went to Gleba first at some point, then Spidertron I think would be huge. And of course in Vanilla Factorio. I can I can see myself using them like every run, basically. The LDS. Oh, the LDS. It feels like it's pretty easy to underestimate. I mean, unless you're keeping track of, with rate calculator of like every single thing you're using them for, it felt pretty easy to underestimate how many LDS that we would need in various places. This, I think, was probably... I mean, it wasn't all that difficult to scale up. It's just 3 belts going up. But it was the one thing that it felt like I had to just keep coming back to forever and ever. I'm very surprised that I did not have to scale up blue circuits. Maybe I did. I'm not remembering how many I started out with. I may have started out with just 8 and then doubled it, but I'm a little surprised it never had to go more than that. Two per second, 120 per minute. Yeah. Just never ended up being needed, I guess. But yeah, LDS. That was kind of a pain. So I guess overall the lesson would be to over-prepare instead of making like exactly what you need. It really can't hurt, I guess, to make more than what you need, because there will be circumstances where you'll need more than what you're currently making. And if you have to stop and scale up more, then that just kind of breaks your flow a little bit. But yeah, don't underestimate LDS. That's something else. The late game science, or tech, sorry. I'm glad once it got to a certain point, you just have these machines right here, and you're good to go. My main, yeah, the charged matter stabilizers. So these coming from here, components. Components. Do not underestimate components. I think that was more an early game, or an earlier hurdle that we had, because we did scale those a little bit, and we added this monster down here at the very end. If this had gone on longer as a problem, because now I believe I'm making more lithium than I need, or maybe I'm making exactly as much as I need. I'm forgetting. 624 to 600. I'm making a little bit more, but the advanced chemical plant recipe I think took quite a bit more lithium. But it wasn't actually all that hard to scale this up once I got over my fear of hydrogen chloride. Because once you get the advanced chemical plant, then you it's kind of like a whole chain. You slap one down over here, and boom, you have all the hydrogen chloride you need. Electrolysis plant. It is a little bit of a bummer that there's no upgraded electrolysis plant. But I guess there's nothing really wrong with just slapping down more of them. But anyway, yeah, you advance chemical plant the hydrogen chloride, and then you can do the same for the lithium chloride, and then you're good to go. You can just make 700,000 lithium machines. That's doing 712. And we're not even, we could put more of these machines down and still be good. But we didn't really need to, just for this end game expedition. Now we're starting to dip into the supply a little bit. Why is that? You're not getting enough lithium. Because this long-handed inserter, is that it? I guess. You know, something else we could do. Something like this. Okay, fine. I'll walk a little bit. I'll do a little bit of walking. You need a little bit more lithium than I realized. Yeah. There we go. Ooh. I guess this machine could possibly get some use. I don't know. You have to watch it very closely. It doesn't seem like it. Like there's ever going to be a gap in there. Yep, you're getting lithium. Maybe doing this on its own lane wasn't exactly the best, not the best idea. Well, the thing is, now that I'm not using lithium sulfur batteries at all, I could just turn this into a, turn it into a lithium belt. But half a red belt is basically the same as a full yellow. And that's what we were doing up here. We only have it on a yellow. So, that's that. Well, folks, this has been fun. We've had some ups and downs. I had some, some moments, rough patches when unexpected things hit. But overall, I've had a lot of fun with my first time playing Krastorio 2. So with that, thanks for watching.
Message received. Dispatcher rescue Starship. Estimated time required. 268 years.
I think I can wait that long.